We seem to have fallen behind with doing this up. We are basically trying to renovate an old 90s motorhome for £500. Anyway, right, it's now like October and it's getting a bit cold, so we need to get some heat in this, definitely. Right, what are we going to do? What are we going to fit? Quite obvious, night heater. Now, we've been inside. There's loads of cupboards, there's loads of room, but there just doesn't seem to be anywhere to put a night heater. So where the spare wheel is, and I can open this, there's this compartment here. Now, it did have keys either side, they've broke. We do need to fix the back end, like strip it down, paint it, make it look a bit better, but inside there's a big hole. There's only one real way of there we go. Right, that opens up. Now, I am going to cut those locks off. I am going to fix 2 hinges on this side or this side, so this door will then open up, like open out, and then put a lock on it so no one can get into it. But inside there is a big hole. There's also a case in there. We've got one of them. This is a portable night heater. How fancy is that? Look at it. It's all there. The pump's there. The electrics are there. The night heater's there. It's all there. On the front, which is there, is your power supply. Also has a remote control. This power supply, well, I'm going to cut this off, bring it into the van and put it somewhere. It's only 3 cables. I can't do that one. Emma laughs at me. 3. So, yeah, we're going to pull that off. The front there where the red thing is, that is where your fuel goes. This bit here is where the intake for the air goes. On the very back, that's where your exhaust goes, and that's where your hot blower is. So that blows the hot air. So the good thing about it is, you've only got to put a hole for an exhaust, a hole for a hot air blower, put it into the van, connect up the cable for the wires, and connect up the fuel. Done. That's it. Done. Done. Comes with all the stuff you need, all the pipes, all the cables, all the accessories, everything you need, all in one case. The cables are all under the kitchen, so we need to get them from underneath the kitchen, past the fridge, through the seating area where the safe is.
Ooh, what's in that safe?
Then along the back of the van, and then to where the actual night heater is going to go. So we're going to get that done now. Get the cable's already there in place. Go through and sort it out.
Excuse me.
Let's get it done.
Oi!
That is the cable right there. So we've got to get that cable through there, behind the fridge, then it's got to come out in here, go round there, in there, through the back and into that compartment behind there, past the safe.
Are you going to let me know what's in the safe?
Where's the key? Nope, you're not having it. I'm not taking credit for this. Emma said there's an event on the outside. So there was, so we took them off. And we can get the cable through the vent, along the back of the fridge-a-rooney, and in the hole.
So, took the vents off outside, pulled the cable through along the piping round the back, and then we have the cable here now.
Right, so we've now just got to get it round there, through there, and where the night heater's going, in there. In the kit we've got, it comes with basically everything you need to fit it. So it comes with bag of gubbins, your electric pipe, your heater pipe, your blower pipe, your cold air input, your exhaust pipe. No, it's not, that's your exhaust. That's your exhaust pipe. Fuel tank, heater, everything. So, I'm going to put it all together, get it all in, then plonk it in the hole. Right, when you tighten these things up, you don't need to go like, you know, crazy mad. Hematite will do, just as long as they stay on. So, you've got that one.
Hematite.
We'll do the exhaust one. It doesn't really matter on your exhaust on what side you put it in. Got it on. What are you doing then?
No.
Put that on there.
Okay, sorry.
Go on, give it a tighten. We're also going to leave this one until last as well. Second to last.
Right, that's been Emma tightened.
Was it?
Yeah.
Let's check. And it might need a little bit more.
You said it only needs Emma tightening.
I know, but I didn't realise you were being weak today. I am going to remove this because I want to mount this somewhere else in the van. So I'll take this off. And then this just clips inside with that cable there. That's only a 3-core cable. I want to extend this cable and have it going from the back there right the way along inside the van and onto this inner wall. I think it'll just be easier for us, won't it?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because we don't want to be going in the boot all the time. It's not even a boot, is it? What is it? It's a cupboard.
It's a little hole.
It's a hole. Oh, a little hole.
Oh.
So you do get these little clips here with it, and that's that simple. That just pushes in. It goes over your pipe, and then your pipe will squeeze onto there. So once you get your pipe on there, then you can push this along, give it a squeeze, and then lock that in place. That's not coming off now. Next thing is a job for Emma. Come here, babe. Job for you.
What's my job?
Oh, you gotta go and make a big hole.
No.
Go on.
No, you're the hole cutter. No.
Go on.
No. You do the holes. I do the pretty.
It's been a while since I've done holes. I think you're gonna know better.
Blah.
Right, next thing to do is get the pipe onto the bottom of the container and fill it with diesel. Then wire it up to the mains and it should be done, shouldn't it?
Yeah, you've got to pull a cable through.
What for?
For the controller.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
So while Neil's busy fiddling around with that diesel heater, I decided what might be nice is adding another little feature to Doug. I have a big thick rope. Big thick rope. What am I going to do with the big thick rope? Well, I like lights, but I wanted something a bit different. So I'm thinking, if we twist some fairy lights all the way around the rope, and then I'm going to fix the rope and the fairy lights all the way along underneath here. So it'll go all the way around the top, and then it'll look a little bit pretty and give it another feature. What do you think? So going around my rope, I have bought some little copper wire lights. Okay, so they've got different settings on. Now, unfortunately, these are on a battery pack. I don't like fiddling with battery packs. I might have to just pull Neil away from doing the diesel heater and do his little magic trick that he did on Eva when we put the peg lights in.
In Eva, we put our fairy lights, these things, we done away with the pack because the batteries are a pain in the bottom. So we fitted a 12 volt converter onto them, which is just low because these are a 3.5 volt pack. That's why they take batteries. But batteries are just, they're a pain, aren't they?
Yeah, you don't want to be replacing them all the time.
Just a nightmare. So we connect them direct up to the van. So that's what we're going to do. So that is a little converter there. It basically just has 2 wires going in. You have to solder these on. 2 wires coming out. And then that little blue boy there, you turn that and that will drop your voltage down. So we've just set this to 3.5 volts. Now what that means now that we can wire this into the van. We can pull 2 cables off that because you've got 2 packs, haven't you?
Yeah.
Pull 2 cables off that and then wire them into the packs. So you take the batteries out, you take the cover off, and you connect your positive and negative to the leads on the top, put a knot in it so the wire can't be pulled, close that back over, and then that can just go and sit in the cupboard with the cable coming out. This end of the cable will connect to that end there. Give them both lights, 3.5 volts, pulling it off the van, no bother. Happy?
Yeah.
Right, night heater's done. Now, it wouldn't work off 12 volts.
No.
So, I've had to go and do something. Now, there's not enough amps on the actual power bank to power the night heater because it needs to power up and it needs to warm up the glow plug and things like that. They're not powered, it just won't do it. The van battery itself, well, that's old, and there's totally not enough amps in that battery to run it. It's ideal for 12 volt stuff, it's ideal for lights, USBs, basic 12 volt stuff. Night heater, not so good. But we've got a fix. I'm going to be using one of these. This is a 240 to 12 volt converter. So it basically pulls 240 in and it puts 12 volts out, but it'll put 12 volts out at 30 amps. So the cable that we've got there going into the actual power bank, we're going to wire that one into there, and then we're going to plug this 240 into the power bank. It does mean then that the whole van is being powered off 240, which is being dropped down to 12 volts. But until we source another battery for the van, which has got a bigger amperage on it, that will have to do to run the night heater, which is not a problem because the power bank's being topped up by the sun anyway, so it doesn't, we're not really bothered. It's free power anyway. Right, now hopefully you can see that. So I've got the actual unit going into there, which is connected to the van. I've also got this cable, which is the cigarette lighter cable, and that goes into the van. So we can either use 240 to power the van, or we can use 12 volt to power the van. If I was to take the cigarette lighter port and plug that in there and then turn that on, that will power the van. As you can see by the lights under here, if I take that out, they go off. Turn it on, or we can plug the 240 in, which is this one, and that will then power the van. So let's unplug the lights, take the 240 plug, plug that in, and then when I turn the 240 on, that will give that 240, which will convert it into 12 volt, which will then power the van. There we go. That's come on. The lights have come on. Now we've got all that in, we can now turn the heater on and test it out again. Let's turn it on.
Start heating.
That's on, and that will now purge the system. Right, the pump has kicked in. We're just waiting for fuel to come through this line here now to feed the actual chamber. Just needs to clear them couple of air bubbles there that are just about to go into the unit now. The fan's starting to kick in fully. Well, that's blowing out hot air, but again it's blowing onto this, which I don't really want. So I think I'll alter that and put that somewhere else. Now there will be some funky smells coming from it because it's the first time that it's been fired up, so definitely working because the temperature on there is going up. It's so good to have some heat.
The rope lights are up. They look fan-dabby-dozy. They're all the way around the edge of the top.
Now all you got to do is turn them on. There's a weird thing we've worked out. You have to be in the cupboard to turn them on. Because underneath there, inside the cupboard, that's where we've hidden the electrics. There you go. Little lights are on. Got to admit, in the dark, they do look kind of cute, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to be reading a book or anything like that, but how cute is it?
Just gives them a little bit more personality. And yeah, you can have them flashing, you can have them twinkling, you can do all sorts.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Also, I've had the machine out.
He has, he's been a busy boy.
Being a busy boy. And, well, we finished the cushions for Doug.
Yay!
So we've used the old cushions and we've used some of the cushions that we had out of other van builds we've had. And, yeah, have a look at this. There we go. How does that look? It looks better than the old ones, doesn't it?
so much better than the old ones, yeah.
Considering that was the state of the old ones.
Nap time.
No nap time at all.
Well, we've
So,
been busy.
We've kept the cushions from the back there. They're the original ones. I've just made new covers for them. The bottom ones are... Where are they from?
They are from the T4 we had.
And then this one, well, we just utilised the cushions that were down here, and we've done that one. I know I'm not a sewing machinist, and there is a couple of little faults in them. And the little lights on, as you can see, it just looks homely now, doesn't it?
Have you shown them what else you've made to match the cushions?
No, I haven't shown them what else I've made to match the cushions. I will let you show them.
Okay then.
And I'm quite proud of this one because it kind of looks alright.
As Neil's just said, he's not a seamstress. However, we noticed that the old curtain that was here was a bit manky. Tried to dry clean it, didn't come up. So, Neil has made a new curtain for the cab.
I'm pretty impressed with that.
It's really, really thick. It's got a lining in the back. It's been hemmed nice and neatly. You've done a good job, babe.
They're not letting any cold in, are they?
No, and what I do like as well is you've left a little gap on the bottom so it doesn't get filthy.
So, bonus on the... we could make another one for the top there.
I think we're going to need one.
That is the next job. Probably starting tomorrow. It won't be in this video. But we've gone on... Well, Emma's ordered something, haven't you?
Yes.
What have you ordered?
The stuff for up there.
The mattress. What else?
Bedding. And then we'll have to go and get some ply.
Ooh. To be fair, that won't be as hard as what we thought, because we've both been up there now, and it's not that bad, is it? It looks a lot worse than what it is, but it's not.
It's been drying out, hasn't it, since the leaks have been fixed.
Yeah.
That were coming through.
It's bone dry now, it's fine. So,
yeah.
Right, should we turn the 90s on?
Oh, yeah, go on.
Get some warm in here. The beauty about that heater is that it's all in one, isn't it?
Yeah.
There was no messing around with holes or nothing like that. It was just, well, yeah, a hole for the exhaust, but it's just
pretty simple though.
Yeah, it does work. It does come with a mobile app, and a lot of people might say, "Oh, it's a bit of a faff having an app, and you don't need an app." But if you're lying in bed and you want to turn the heater on, I mean, you can see there it's on ignition mode. Well, you can't when the phone's gone on blank. It's on ignition mode there, you can see. And, you know, from this, you can turn the heat up, you can change the mode, you can turn it on, you can turn it off. It's not just a faff, it's a thing. It works, and it does.
Convenient.
Yeah, it's an add-on, it's an extra. I mean, we've never had a heater like that with an app, have we?
No, we used to have like the little remote control by the side of the bed.
Even the Truma we've got in the van, which is 14 times more expensive, we can't control that from the phone. You've got to buy another piece of that goes with it. That's £200. So, yeah, I will leave all the links to Halkery in the description below. That is a really good product. We have had it on. We have had it working, and it does work. It puts out some heat, doesn't it?
Yes.
It does. Yeah, the controller, it's 19 degrees in here now. We had it up the other day to about 24, 25, didn't we?
26.
26, there you go. I'm always wrong with numbers. Anyway.
True story, that.
Yeah, what's 12 inches between friends? Right.
It's big.
Bye. Just as a little added bonus, when you do turn the night heater off and it goes down through its finishing mode or stopping mode or burns off the excess fuel and stuff like that, it leaves you a little message on the way out.
Thanks for using. I wish you a safe journey.